Hi everyone, Steph here from Handbagholic. Now I'm really excited about this video today because I'm going to be showing you my entire Louis Vuitton bag and purse collection. Welcome back to all my beautiful subscribers and fellow bag addicts. If you are new to this channel and love designer bags and luxury in general, then I've got a feeling you are going to love it here. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell down below. Let's get straight into this video because we have quite a few bags to get through in this video today. I'm not going to go through every single one in loads of detail. You can probably find a more detailed review on my YouTube channel of a lot of these bags, but I thought I would just give you my overall thoughts to the bags. And if you stay tuned until the end of the video, I'm going to be revealing my most favourite, my least favourite, my most used and my least used bags from my Louis Vuitton collection. I don't think there's any better place to start this video with than with the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, because as we know, the Neverfull is the most popular Louis Vuitton bag of all time. And I have an MM size here. And if you've seen quite a few of my other videos, you will have seen this bag quite a lot. This is my limited edition Stephen Sprouse Neverfull with the monogram, and we've got the kind of neon roses on there. It's taken me quite a long time to source this bag. But yeah, I've had the Neverfull in like Demi Rosé and Demi Rabine before, and I don't reach for my Neverfull so much. I know some people use them all the time, but because this is quite a big bag and you can only really carry it with the top handles, it's not my number one choice of Louis Vuitton bag. But this print is my favourite print of all time on the Neverfull. Yeah, I think the Neverfull is a great choice of bag. It's quite casual looking. A lot of people like to take it like traveling with them because you can put so much stuff inside this bag. Highly recommend a bag liner if you do go for the Neverfull, just because it's quite a big bag and it can be a bit of a pit, a bit of a hole if you don't have a liner in there to organize everything. But this is my Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM bag. Next up, we have this beautiful Louis Vuitton Alma bag. Now, this is in the MM size. However, this bag is many, many years old now, and I believe they refer to this size as the GM now because it's quite a large bag. But this is in the Vernus leather and it's in my favourite colourway. It is like, I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I can't pronounce it. Maybe you guys can help me in the comment box, but it's like a sparkly purple. I'm not sure if it'll pick up on the camera there, but it's really beautiful. This looks really nice as like a nice glamorous piece, and you can definitely see the monogram on this Vernus leather. The reason that I purchased this bag was because you can get some incredible deals on these larger size Alma bags. To say how much bag you're getting for the price that you pay on the pre-loved market, you get a lot of bag for your money. So I think that's what encouraged me to purchase this bag. I do really like it. I think I might have used this bag once since I've owned it. And the reason is because if I'm taking a bag out of this size, I would probably pick a different bag, to be honest, from my collection. And this is something that I might film soon, but I am going to cut down my collection quite drastically because I feel like I have a few bags that are, even though they're different, they look totally different, they're very similar sizes, and normally we tend to gravitate towards one. This one hasn't been that bag because you have to kind of put it down and then unzip it, so it's not the easiest of bags to like access. And because you don't get the crossbody strap, again, you have to put it down to open it. So if you want to quickly like grab your purse or something like that, this probably isn't the most useful bag, but I do think it's a statement piece, and I absolutely adore this colour, especially with the gold detailing. Next up is this beautiful Louis Vuitton Bumbag. I very much got sucked into the whole influencers wearing the bum bag because when I first saw it, I was like, absolutely not. You know, it's a bum bag, that is not cool. It would not go with my style. It's not a bag that I aspire to own. But then over time, Instagram wore me down. I started to see them more and more, and I figured, let's just get one. We can do a video on it and, you know, see how it goes. And I got one with Pochette leather, which is the light kind of leather. and tried it on with a few outfits and started to really fall in love and could actually see how this bag could work for me and how practical it could be. But still, I fell in love with the bag, but I did not fall in love with Pochette leather. It's just too high maintenance for me. And then I saw the World Tour version. They are slightly more expensive, but I think worth it for me, just because the black leather is just so much less high maintenance. You're not worrying about watermarks. It doesn't show like dirt up like Pochette leather will. So yeah, I mean, I have used this bag once, which was summer last year. I feel like this bag is probably going to come into its own a little bit more when we are allowed to go traveling again, because that is what I would love to do. Going on holidays and, you know, going through airports and not having like a bag actually weigh you down. I would probably most likely wear this crossbody or as a shoulder bag. I know a lot of people wear them as shoulder bags as well. So yeah, I am really excited to finally get to use this bag when the pandemic is slowly starting to come to an end and we are allowed to travel again. Next up, we have the Pochette Metis bag. This is in reverse monogram. There's a running theme here, as you can probably see, and that is that I love black leather. I just think Louis Vuitton, the monogram canvas and the black leather with the gold hardware is just like the perfect combination. It just looks amazing and it's more practical. So that's why I went with the reverse. I do prefer this to the normal monogram. And I think I have actually used it once or twice. I don't know why I have only used this bag once or twice, because technically it's incredibly practical. I would mostly wear it as a crossbody bag. The only time that I have worn it is, I think I took it out once in the day for a few hours, and the other time I was in London, in Camden, and I went out for dinner. It's kind of a mix between casual and slightly dressy, but it's not dressy enough, I think, for like a really fancy evening. And sometimes it's a little bit overdressed for casual. So I think that's maybe why I haven't used it as much as I thought I would. I'd probably wear my Odeon PM a lot more in the day because it feels more casual, and then if I was going on a night out or, you know, something a bit more dressy, I'd probably take a Chanel bag or a Saint Laurent bag rather than this. So guys, I know I am super predictable. Yet another Louis Vuitton bag with black leather on. This is the new Odeon PM bag. I love this bag. I had never even considered the Odeon bag because I didn't like the previous version. Then this one came out, and I think the thing that did this for me was the tag on the front. Since I've had this, I haven't had much chance to use it, but I have started to take this bag sometimes with me when I'm doing some shopping, because it's really comfy next to your body. It just kind of molds to your body shape, and because it's quite deep, you know, you can get your purse in there, your phone in there, your car keys in there. So it's a really useful bag, and like I say, it's a bit more casual looking but still a bit fancy, but not quite as fancy as maybe the Pochette Metis. So I think that's why I'm using this bag more. But yeah, I can't recommend this bag enough if you are looking for a designer crossbody kind of easy to use bag that you can wear every day. I wouldn't take this out in the evening, it's not like dressy enough, but for every day and like going for walks, because that's pretty much all we can do in the UK right now. Okay, now what do we have in here? Here we go. Right, this is the Kirigami Pouch Set. I quite like this set. I mean, I got this set, this is where you basically get the 3 pouches, all different sizes, and they all fit inside one another. How cute is the small one? Like, that's just adorable. I got this a while ago, and I believe these have gone up quite significantly in price now. I can't remember. I think I paid like £425 for this. I'm not sure how expensive they are now. And out of all these, everyone kind of wants the large, but I've never ever ever have I used the large pouch. I have only used the small and the medium. This I took with me to Amsterdam, and I put my credit card in here and some cash, and I would just pop that in my coat pocket because I didn't want to carry a bag. So that was really cute. This is like the smallest, if you can call it like a purse, like a coin purse. This is the smallest one I've got, but it fits credit cards in, so it's actually perfect for that. This one I again used when I went to Amsterdam, and I put my passport in here and like my printout tickets that I needed for my flight. That was really useful. A lot of people use this as a passport holder, so again, really, really useful. You kind of get three for the price of one bag. The large envelope, this has probably got like the nicest lining, because you get the pink lining with this one, which is really beautiful. I have not used this. Some people would take this out as like a clutch bag, a carry bag. I just think I haven't found the occasion where I've wanted to take this, because if I want to take an evening bag that's a little bit casual maybe, I'd probably take the Pochette Metis, or again, I like to save my Chanel bags for like special occasions. So I don't know, I've just not found the right occasion for this one yet. But there's one flaw with this that really frustrates me. I probably should take it back to Louis Vuitton, but I'm not sure if you can see that on there, but there's like a mark on the button, and I've never used this bag. I have no idea what has caused that. A little bit annoying. But anyway, yeah, I do think the Kirigami is a great set, especially if you were looking passport holder, coin credit card purse, and maybe a clutch bag. I do think you get quite a lot for your money with this set. I'm not going to hold this for too long because it is so heavy, and it's not a bag. You know, you would not take this out, it's not a bag. But this is my Louis Vuitton trunk, and I couldn't not mention it in this video. I got this pre-loved. I have restored it and kind of shined all the brass up. Video on that on the channel if you want to check it out. But if you are looking for like the most extra and amazing piece, definitely look at a Louis Vuitton trunk. If you buy one of these new, they're very expensive now. I do think they are a good investment, especially if you're going to have it out all the time, like I do in my kind of YouTube videos. Look really nice in dressing rooms. But yeah, if you can get one pre-loved, I actually think they look nicer pre-loved when they're a bit scratched up and a little bit not as shiny. So yeah, a vintage version. But I thought I would mention this because this has been like one of my best ever Louis Vuitton investments. Here are my beautiful Speedy bags. These are both Speedy 30 bags now. This is a giant monogram, limited edition print. I have used this bag once, and I took it out to an afternoon tea, and it did look really nice with my outfit. I just like how subtle it is, but it's not subtle because you've got the giant monogram on there. So really, really beautiful. And I love the fact that this is the bandolier version, so you can put the crossbody strap on. But I also find the Speedy a little bit hard to get into. Maybe I've just got used to like tote bag style where the whole bag just opens up. But when you kind of open them up, you can like get into the bag, but it's not like, you can't see everything in there, and it can be a bit of a, I mean, I've got a liner in this that makes it easier because you can grab what you want. But yeah, it's not actually, the bag is really roomy, but I find it kind of hard to put things in, position them how I want them, and then yeah, use the bag. So that is, again, the Speedy, as with the Neverfull, not my favourite bags, but I can see why they are incredibly popular. Obviously I have two. So on to my next Speedy bag. Again, Speedy 30. This is not a bandolier. They didn't bring this bag out in a bandolier style, and you will notice it just has the most amazing like lace print on there. I have very fond memories of this print because I remember I was at college at the time when this bag came out from Louis Vuitton, and it was displayed in the window displays in Selfridges. And at that time, being a college student, there was absolutely no way that I could purchase a Louis Vuitton bag, but I remember fantasizing about the day that I actually could go and purchase a Louis Vuitton bag. I've been looking at the dentelle for a while now because I like the fact that the leather is darker, because it is just a top handle. That puts me off hugely. But the fact that the leather is already like this honey colour, and it came like that when it was brought out new. It's not the kind of bright vachetta. Now, one of the collections that I love from Louis Vuitton is the Lockme collection. I don't have any other Lockme pieces. I did originally have a crossbody Lockme, but I decided to get rid of that and then this one came up for sale, and this is the black with the gold hardware. I decided, because I've had a Palm Springs Mini, and I decided maybe that bag wasn't for me. Even though I liked using the Palm Springs Mini crossbody, I had an older version and the zip was just a nightmare. So I might look at getting a new one with the new exposed zip, but I just don't think they look as nice. So then this, like I say, this one came up with the black and gold hardware, and this has been like my ultimate colour combination, and they don't do the gold and black combination anymore. So I just kind of went for it on a bit of a whim. I had no plans to actually buy this bag. I haven't used it yet, but I love the fact you also get this top handle. So you can just use it as a top handle bag, put it on your arm or just carry it. The NeoNoe Bucket bag. If you watch my channel, you already know this, so I don't want to repeat myself too much, but yeah, I regret not getting this bag sooner. It's just the most amazing bag. I love it. It's casual, it's super easy to use. I use this bag quite a lot as an everyday bag. I also used to use it quite a lot as a work bag when I didn't need to carry a laptop, or I would carry my laptop kind of separately, just because you can kind of throw this on, and it's a bag that can actually carry a big bottle of water. You can fit a lot inside this bag, and it's quite structured because you've got your 2 compartments and the zipper in the middle. I like this bag so much that I am debating getting it with the toffee coloured leather. I think that looks really nice. The OnTheGo Tote bag. This is the OnTheGo in the MM size. I originally had the GM size. I've done a size comparison. The GM was quite a big bag, and even just getting this bag now, okay, and kind of showing you all my other Louis Vuitton bags, this is quite heavy. This is not a light bag, but it's very well structured and put together. And I recently debated, because the MM, or the OnTheGo in general, is quite a lot more expensive than your Neverfull bag, and I kind of decided I actually prefer the OnTheGo to the Neverfull. I do think this is better value for money because you get quite a lot more for your money with the small pouch, but this feels like a more expensive bag because it just feels like, I don't know, so much more substantial. If you're looking for a designer tote bag, go for the OnTheGo bag. I prefer this to the Neverfull, but it is a lot heavier than the Neverfull. But if you're looking for like an everyday casual bag, I think the NeoNoe is probably like one of the better decisions. And if you haven't seen this yet, this is on the Louis Vuitton site now. I've been waiting for this for quite some time. They've brought the OnTheGo bag out in a PM size, which is like a mini size. Can you tell how excited I am about this bag? I have yet to see one in person, and to be honest, I think I want to wait. Hopefully they will bring the PM out in the kind of reverse monogram. The Capucines bag has been on my just aspirations list for so long. It was on there for years before I actually got one of these bags, and as you can see, I'm now so incredibly lucky to have 2 here. So this is the BB size. I have had a PM, but that one has gone now, and this is the MM size. And this is in the black with silver and snakeskin handle, and this is in the gallet colour with gold hardware. Now, this has been like my ultimate. I'm just going to put this down. These are very heavy bags. So the Capucines BB is the size that I have really wanted, just because I feel like it's still it looks like quite a large, not a large bag, but like not a mini bag either, just like a nice small bag that I could use. And then this bag looks bigger than what it is because the opening is smaller than like the bottom corners, and you can't really get into the corners of the bag. And then I'm going to show you this. I'm just Capucines purse. Okay, I got this because I was like, well, it's very, very beautiful. I'll come on to the purses in more detail in a second. But I was like, oh, that's going to go in my Capucines bag. It does not go in the Capucines bag. It will not fit. I mean, it matches, kind of, but it does not go in the BB. It will probably just about go in the PM, and it goes in the MM. I'll come on to this in more detail. But yeah, I'm a bit upset about that. So you can't get a full-size purse in this. It's heavy. The Capucines bags are really heavy, but it's very beautiful. I do think if you like the Capucines, it's worth just finding like your dream combination and going for that one first. That's kind of where I'm at. So let's just take a quick look at the MM. Now with the MM, you don't get the shoulder strap. I have seen people buy straps and attach them to the hoops, but I again would be a bit worried about that damaging the leather, but I have seen people do that and I think they get away with it. And this gallet colour with the gold hardware, I can't tell you how nice it is. I'm not so into like beiges, but this is like a beige grey, like rather than a beige pink. And I love that, and it just looks so nice with the gold. Finally, onto my Keepall collection. I'm going to start with this one. This one I got brand new from Louis Vuitton, and I have used it once. I took it to Bali with me, and yeah, it's so pretty. I love the black leather and monogram. Again, you know, I'm very consistent, guys, very predictable, and I really like the silver hardware on this one. This is a 45. The reason I got the 45, so 45 centimeters across there, is because I don't like heavy bags in general, and this is a large bag and it's going to get heavy. So I think you can only get this in 45 and 55, and 55 would have just been too big for me. But you do get the detachable like crossbody or shoulder strap. I would never get a Keepall without one of these straps. Like, they're just too heavy without that strap. The almighty Prism Keepall bag from Louis Vuitton. This was part of the Virgil Abloh, I think that's how you say his name. I always get these things wrong. Anyway, this is the Prism bag. It was all over Instagram when it came out. You could not get this bag for like love nor money. And a personal shopper came through in Edinburgh store and managed to source this. I paid over retail for it. I think most people, if they want this bag, have to pay over retail for it. And I have never used it. It's totally unused. I've only filmed with it for YouTube. I have visions of taking this on a beautiful beach holiday, but if I am being realistic, out of these Keepalls, I'm probably like more likely to use this. It's a little bit more understated. Like, walking around with this Keepall is definitely not for the faint-hearted, and I haven't used it yet, so I'm not exactly sure what that experience is going to be like. Yeah, let me know what you think to the Prism. I am debating selling it because, like I say, I would prefer to use that Keepall than this one, but there is just something about this Prism that I'm just, yeah, I don't know. It just makes me happy. And last but not least, this is the Keepall 50. So this is slightly bigger than my 45 version here. Why did I buy this one? This I bought pre-loved. I'm actually going to be selling this particular one, but I purchased it for a reason. And you know, as we've been saying throughout this, or as I've been saying throughout this whole video, I love black leather. This is why I love black leather. Look at this stain. Look at this stain on this Keepall. Now, the good thing about this bag is you could still use it this way, but this is obviously like some kind of watermark on the leather there, which has ruined it. And I bought this bag because I kind of wanted to take it on as a project, to see whether I can kind of get those watermarks out of the leather. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to tackle this yet, but I do feel like I just need to give it a go. And finally, from my collection, I'm just going to do this real quick, because otherwise this video is going to be really, really long. I have two zippy coin purses from Louis Vuitton. This is the giant monogram, which is nice. I purchased this to go with my giant monogram Speedy, but I have never used this. There's no reason for me to keep this, because I then got the just normal monogram with the black, the gold zipper there. I use this all the time. It's just the best, and it stops me from carrying like way too much stuff with me in my bigger purse. You can get all the cards that you need in there and your cash. Just, yeah, I really, really highly recommend one of these. They're just so useful. Absolutely love this. And finally, I've got a larger size purse here. as mentioned, I got this to kind of go with my Capucines bag, even though it's like gold and snakeskin. So even though this doesn't match my Capucines BB, that was the kind of point of it, I do think it goes really nicely with like my other bags. You know, it doesn't need to match. So this is my like more fancy purse if I'm going somewhere, whereas I'll use my like zippy coin purse for every day. This is if I'm going for a nice lunch or something. I will take this one with me. I promised at the start of this video that I would reveal my favourite, least favourite, most used and least used Louis Vuitton bag. So I'm going to start with the bag that I use the least. Okay, it's between two bags. It is between the Pochette Metis and the Capucines BB. Both very similar sizes. And yeah, I think the reason that I've not used these bags so much is that they are like an in-between, okay? These are like smart, casual bags. And if I'm going out getting all dressed up, I will go to a more dressy bag. That is my default. If I'm wearing an everyday bag, I want something that I'm not going to care about too much. I do care about it, but you know. So I will get the Odeon out or the NeoNoe bag because they're just a lot easier to use. So these are kind of in this like weird void land where I don't actually use them that much. Very beautiful bags. But yeah, maybe it's just my kind of lifestyle and what I get up to, but I don't use these bags very much at all. I tried not to give this away in the video, but my most used bag is actually the NeoNoe Bucket bag. You know, I can't sing this bag's praises enough. I talk about it in a lot of my other videos, so sorry if you kind of already know this. But yeah, this is my most used bag. My least favourite Louis Vuitton bag. Now this is a hard one because we often don't buy bags that we don't like. And it's not that I don't like this bag because I do. But this is probably my least favourite out of my bags. I've never been a huge fan of the Alma bag. I'm not sure why. Even the BB, I know a lot of people love the BB bag. And I really like this furnace leather, but there's just something about the shape of these bags that kind of puts me off. I think it's like the roundness of the corners here. Now for my favourite Louis Vuitton bag, guys, I can't believe you put me through this. This is ridiculous. This has been super hard, but I'm going to try and fashion something together for you because I promised that I would reveal this. Okay, a couple of things. Right, number one, my favourite Louis Vuitton piece would be the trunk. Like, if someone took that trunk off me, I would cry. It's very heavy, it's not a bag. So what is my favourite bag? Oh, I can't decide. This is so hard. At the moment, I keep looking at the Speedy dentelle with the lace. How beautiful is that? But in terms of like a bag that I just can't see myself ever getting rid of, even though it's quite heavy, is the OnTheGo tote bag, because yeah, I just feel like this could be a workhorse of a bag if I wanted it to be. And I just love that you can flip it around. So this is maybe a strange choice because I mean, I've got the Prism sat there, I've got some Capucines sat there. So to pick this one might seem a little bit strange, but for some reason, I just really love the OnTheGo bag. Okay guys, this has been one hell of a video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Definitely drop me a comment. Do you agree with my favourite and least favourite Louis Vuitton bags from my collection? Let me know in the comment box down below. Now make sure you don't go anywhere because coming up next I will link the video here for you and down below as well. I'm going to be taking you through my entire designer bag collection, so not just my Louis Vuitton bags but all my bags. So I hope you enjoy that video coming up next.